he's legit crazy.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if he feels pain. That kind of crazy.
They do these hill sprints, and he said he laps everybody. He goes all the way to the top before they do, goes down, and then beats them on the way up.
A year after Tony's UFC debut, another legend in the making enters the UFC, the Eagle.
They gon' have to build statues in honor. Swam with the sharks, it made us piranhas. We ain't backing down, we don't run from drama. That's a promise, that's a promise. They gon' have to build statues in honor. Swam with the sharks, it made us piranhas. We ain't backing down, we don't run from drama. That's a promise, that's a promise.
Tony and Khabib are set to fight in 2015, but an injury forces Khabib out of the fight. He'll be inactive for 2 years. During that time, Tony and Christina welcome their first child. A second fight against Khabib is scheduled in 2016.
More, I love it.
Blah, blah, blah.
No BS, just get there, all right? Just get there.
But this time, Tony pulls out.
What was your reaction when you found out that Tony was pulling out of the fight?
I'm so upset about this because I finally want to fight Tony Ferguson. I really want this fight.
That's when another notorious character enters the picture.
Who the f*** is that guy?
After becoming the featherweight champion, Conor McGregor gets a title shot at lightweight against Eddie Alvarez. After winning the lightweight title, Conor starts chasing a boxing match against Floyd Mayweather. In doing so, becoming inactive in the UFC.
When is Conor compete last time in MMA? I forget about this.
Long time, almost 2 years.
Yeah, long time. He's boxing guy.
Are we close to seeing you fight each other?
Yes, very close.
So is it official yet? It's not official, but we're close.
Defender vacate. That's what I've always been saying. If you don't hold that belt for a certain amount of time, you gotta let it go, son.
I think they're gonna strip him because Conor's got $100 million in the bank. Yeah. And I think he's having fun. But I think Khabib versus Tony is the big fight.
Everybody's been waiting to see that fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
So the UFC schedules Khabib versus Tony again, this time for the lightweight title.
Well, this is the third time that we're supposed to be fighting here. So hopefully he shows up. And the next thing that brings into mind is bubble wrap. Okay, I hope the kid doesn't get hurt. And I know that I say that out there, but honestly, I never wish anybody bad luck. The coaching staff, I hope you guys can take care of your boy and get him there safe because I'm gonna give him his first loss.
Let's see if third time's a charm.
I mean, this is the third time that I've had to be able to read my opponent, see him up close and personal.
So you thought he looked a little big?
The dude looked sucked up, man. I mean, the day before, the fight, I was like, if I looked like he felt, I was like, man, I'd be in some trouble. So the first one thing I thought of, I was like, man, have fun with that weight cut. You don't look like you have the energy to lose it.
After cutting his weight, Tony takes a nap.
And as soon as I woke up from the nap, I'm like, man, what the hell? Like, people look like they're like somebody died or something. And they were like, Tony, Khabib is sick. He went to the hospital.
What went through your mind when you got that news?
I thought it was a nightmare, man. Something worse than El Cucuy.
If you're Tony Ferguson and your mindset is you're going to fight Khabib for the title, obviously there's more money involved in that fight and the whole deal, it's devastating.
I'm a man, I have a family support, and I know I understand it's a business, but the time and the effort that I put into this, and especially Khabib, just kind of sucks.
Tony expresses his support for Khabib, but changes his tune once he sees this video.
How many? Three? Three tiramisu. This is Russian style. Before it, we eat tiramisu.
But after I found out it was due to just being unprofessional and stuff, then it started sinking in. Then I started getting mad, started hitting the bags. And
The UFC replaces Khabib with Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee, you got problems, buddy. His name is El Cucuy.
Tony wins the interim belt, but still has business to settle.
Dana, what time is it? Show these guys. What time is it, guys?
It's tiramisu time, bitch.
The winner of this fight will be the champion.
No matter what you say, Khabib's gonna lose, and he's gonna lose in fashion.
10-win streak versus 25-win streak. Let's go.
When did you find out that Tony Ferguson was injured and might be out of the fight? When did you first hear about this?
It is April 1st, which I'm sure many of you know is April Fool's Day.
Did you think it was a joke at first? Like, was
First,
it hard?
yes. I think first, because 1st April.
Yeah.
There are no April Fool's jokes here today. This interview is entirely legitimate, correct?
Unfortunately, it is, yes.
He's out. I can't believe now how he's out. Everything is finished.
Tony does an interview during fight week when he trips over a cable.
He tore his LCL, and apparently that's an injury that you don't need surgery on, but he actually tore it off the bone. He's gonna need surgery.
What Dana said was very savage.
What'd he say?
Dana said he wears those sunglasses indoors. That should happen to everybody that wears sunglasses indoors.
Khabib still fights for the belt, but in the lead up to the fight, gets attacked by Conor McGregor.
Just tell me where, and that's it.
It becomes clear that Khabib versus Conor is the next fight that's going to happen for the title. In doing so, leaving Tony aside. Stripped from the belt he never lost.
They decide, Tony, you're not champion anymore, we're going to strip you. It's like, I
How
fell.
good is
I fell.
Oh man, just having my belt stripped away. A lot of people, obviously count on me to do what I have to do, and nobody's thinking about those people.